And we're actually old friends from Hamburg.
Hey Marco. Nice
Welcome
to be
on
here.
stage.
Hi Marco.
Good
Julius,
seeing you.
Good seeing you.
The stage is yours. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Okay, our route to market is already.
It's already displayed, and the Coke is displayed.
We're also a gift company for Christmas.
Yeah. So it's a great honor for us to do this fireside chat with my colleague and client Christian Rasche from Coca-Cola European Partners. My name is Julius. I'm from Dgroup. I'm a project lead there. We are part of Accenture Consulting since roughly 2 years now, and we are basically mostly focused on building digital businesses for corporates, which basically means that we are building new business models around new products, new services, and finally creating like new revenue streams for them. And what we would like to do today, and this is why we are sitting here together, is talking about Coke's and Dgroup's, partially Dgroup's activities over the recent months and years, and what kind of cool things we've been working on.
Yeah.
So Christian, could you give a quick intro
Yes.
to you? So this was my turn now, and also about the market dynamics that Coke is currently facing.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey, hi. Thanks, Marco, and thanks, Noah, for having us. My name is Christian, and I'm, how do you say, the Chief Information and Digital Officer at Coca-Cola European Partners, which is in Germany a 2.3 billion business. In Europe, we are at about 12 billion, 25,000 people in Europe, and about 7,000 in Germany. And what I'm here from, when you look at this, our route to market has been quite sort of more or less the same for the, I think the first day we started business in Germany was 8th of April, 90 years ago. Mm-hmm. So for about 30 years, it was like very simple. There was a red truck. You all know this truck. It was on the market. The route to market is simple. We are manufacturing. There's a wholesale which came into business at a certain point in time. Now hopefully the click. Yes, they are. Look at them. They are driving. So these guys have been there on the market, these wholesalers, and they sort of helped us. We have 3,500 of them right now, helped us to distribute our products. Unfortunately, this is also, with 3,500, this is also sort of the Achilles heel of the system, because, let's see if the clicker works. Okay, look at this. There these guys are. And 3,500, some of them are not really innovative. They are risk averse, digital averse, so we had to do something there. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Is this already the why we wanted to talk about?
I think that's basically it. I mean, there was, as I understood, like a great dependency on only the wholesale, with like limited access also to the other customers you also have, so to the end customer and also to the gastronomy customers. So probably the next question would be, I mean, what was your answer? Now this is the old world. What was the answer?
So what we had to do, and especially when you look at it, what happened now is that these guys are not. The market is quite dynamic, and it's changed rapidly over the last 2 or 3 years. So there are new players on. Maybe that some of you guys are sitting here. If you're from Amazon, Alibaba, or Durst Express, Flaschenpost, whoever. Yeah. I mean, these guys are there. All of a sudden, they occurred. And so we had to do something. And there's also the HoReCa, sort of hotels, restaurants, cafes. So our customers, the sector who's delivering then also from there to the consumers. So we had to do something there, and basically what we've done is sort of look at the next click. Oh, cool, now it works. So what we did was we filled the gap with digital projects. So the first one was an internal customer portal. Mm-hmm. So the overall vision is digitizing the route to market, and this is what we developed together. So the second one is Collex. We did something with collaboration and alliances. So Collex is a B2B platform, and we are aiming for the biggest B2B platform in beverages, together with Krombacher and Bitburger, which is also new in the industry, that you do alliances, because normally you do these things on your own in this industry. So we picked something from the car manufacturing guys as well. And so the next step is obviously to close the final gap, to go into this, but to go into the POS systems. When we look into our currency, and I like this, there's one thing that was said once: you need to have an unfair advantage to be successful as a startup. And our unfair advantage is definitely, we are still in the people's business. We are in the handshake business. This is my currency. We have about 7,500 handshake contacts per day. And together with Krombacher and Bitburger, we are even more than 10,000 contacts per day. So, and this, we need to digitize this handshake, because that's the next phase. And this is something what we want to do with all the, what we are doing here. So the next is still a people's business. It's very important, but we have to digitize this handshake.
So, I mean, with these kinds of 3 initiatives, you basically took back ownership of the whole value chain, right? So you delivered these 3 initiatives that basically unlock and decrease the dependency that was there before, so only on the wholesale, and now like broadening this up and closing all the gaps between the manufacturer and the consumer, right?
We want to more or less have a transparent value chain. I mean, look at a day like this. I mean, it's pretty hot outside, and I'm pretty much sure that the Café am Neuen See, whoever knows this is a beer garden and Tiergarten, they're hopefully stocking up their coolers today. And this is, I mean, the more in advance you know this, the better you have your production, your supply chain on, you have your logistics on, but you need to know what's going into the market and what's sort of going out to the customer. So this is the end-to-end digitization process.
Let me pick out this one example that we did together, which was the joint venture of Coca-Cola, Bitburger and Krombacher in a like special purpose vehicle in a joint venture situation, which was called Collex. So as you said, like the aim is really to be the leading B2B beverage platform, not only in Germany, but probably beyond. And I think we are on a great way there. My question would be, what was your like secret sauce? How did you do it?
I think the first one is, and when you work in a company like this, which is 90 years old, there is not always a really digital culture. And so, I mean, we set it up in a safe environment, in a sort of an external environment, special purpose vehicle, SPV, you named it. And I think also the alliances and collaboration. You know, every one of us in the sort of more or less old economy should look into this. Which alliances can we make? Which collaboration can we make? And the final one, and I have to look it up that I get the 3 rings right. Not quite. Hire a good CEO.
Yeah.
You have to hire a good CEO. We did this very early because you need somebody to run the show. Because I'm on the corporate side, I had to run all the government's shit. And so I had to deal with everything in London. I have to deal with everybody there. So why are we investing money into a collaboration like this? So you need to have somebody running the company on the other side.
Okay. Christian, thank you. I think we have 1 minute left. So to close this up, I think probably some like corporate executives from probably equal branches or other sectors are listening and probably just start their transformative journey. So probably not as advanced yet. If you would be delivering 3 main like takeaways, what would you advise?
After now about the 3rd or 4th project we are running like this, I think the most important one is if you're working not in a very agile environment is don't overspend on ideation. Yeah? Never ever just go and do it. Just try to convince somebody. I always said, you know, like even like if you do it in a black ops surrounding and don't let too many people know about it, just do it and apologize later if it's and hopefully it's working. So don't overspend on ideation. That's definitely one. The special vehicles or the special purpose vehicle is also important. Have something sorted out. I mean, when it's in your building, hopefully when you have a good culture and you can run it, it's good. And and also I would recommend everybody to get people in who can run the show with you, to have who can bring an agile culture into this, who can sort of have a little bit of an idea about startups. That also helps in terms of when you run a project like this.
Cool, Christian. Thank you very much. I think.
Thank you, Julius. Thank you, Noah.
Thank
now
you guys
go to the lake.
for having us.
Have a Coke, ice cold.
Thank you.